What is the worst thing you've overheard while pretending to be asleep? I was 17, stuck sharing a bedroom with my older brother Caleb until he could move out. We used to be super close, but the past year he'd been acting like a completely different person. Coming home at 2 in the morning, reeking of weed, talking down to me in front of his friends. My parents didn't see any of it because Caleb kept up this perfect son act around them. One Tuesday night, I had this nasty cold and went to bed around 8. I was buried under blankets, half asleep, when I heard our bedroom door creak open. I figured it was just Caleb getting back from wherever he went every night, but then I heard another voice. Jordan, our cousin. They were whispering like they thought nobody could hear them. You think he's figured it out yet? Jordan asked. Nah, Danny's too soft. Caleb laughed quietly. He still thinks Mom and Dad actually paid for his braces. If he ever found out I sold Dad's watch to cover it, man. My eyes snapped open. I stared at the wall, not moving a muscle. What if your dad finds out the watch is gone? Too late now. I already sold his golf clubs last month for my rent money. He thinks he left them at the country club. Jordan whistled low. Damn, dude. What about the college fund? Caleb actually snorted. Gone. Used half of it to cover my car payments when I was behind. The other half I bet on that Chiefs game 2 weeks ago. No way. Seriously? Dead serious. And I still owe $800 to this guy Joey from community college. But hey, Danny's too stupid to notice anything. Kid still thinks I'm some kind of role model or something. My stomach dropped. I clenched my fists under the blanket, jaw so tight it hurt. They kept talking for another 20 minutes, joking about how I always covered for Caleb when he came home late, how our parents trusted him completely, how easy it was to fool everyone. The next morning, I got up like normal, ate cereal with Mom, talked about my history test, said absolutely nothing about what I'd heard. But that night, when Caleb left his phone charging on our shared desk, I took it. I quietly screenshotted every text thread about his gambling, every picture of sports bets, every Venmo payment to sketchy usernames I didn't recognize, found photos of Dad's watch and golf clubs posted on Facebook Marketplace. I emailed everything to myself, then deleted the sent emails from his account. For 3 days, I acted completely normal. Caleb had no idea. I even helped him look for Dad's missing golf clubs, pretending to be concerned. On Friday afternoon, I printed out every screenshot, every text, every transaction, put it all in a manila folder and left it on Dad's workbench in the garage where he'd definitely see it. That night, the yelling started around 7. Caleb came home to find Dad sitting on the front porch with the folder in his lap. No screaming, no second chances. Just Dad's quiet, disappointed voice asking questions that Caleb couldn't lie his way out of. Mom cried when she saw the screenshots of her jewelry being sold. Dad just kept shaking his head, looking at bank statements showing thousands of dollars missing from my college fund. By Sunday morning, Caleb was packing his stuff. Dad told him he had 1 week to find somewhere else to live. No more car payments, no more rent money, no more chances. The whole time, I never said a word about overhearing anything. Just watched him load his car with the few things he could still call his own. As he was leaving, Caleb looked at me through the bedroom window. For a second, I thought maybe he knew, but then he just looked away and drove off. I got my room to myself after that, and Dad opened a new college fund account that only he and Mom could access.